Hello, Lacus. Hello, all you archaeologists. I'm the John Strout, and I'm having a Final Fantasy V adventure. Had myself a booster shot, so I'm suddenly sleepy. I'm in pain. No why. How are you? Are you doing well? Hope so. I'm expecting some new headphones today. It's about 5 PM. By 8 PM, or so I'm told. We shall see. I have returned! We can tell how long it took because we can see where we are in the playlist. Right, let's play some more computer games. Right. We've got the bestiary. We could look at the bestiary. How far are we? There's 302 enemies. And, I guess it goes from the normal enemies first. Where's all the new enemies then? It's odd. I do return. We've got the gallery as well. And there's all the graphics. But some of these are really good. But I don't want to look at them all now because it will spoil. Sadly, Gilgamesh is no more. But we do have this amazing... Look how angry Bart is. He's got white hair in these pictures. He's great. But yes, it will ruin the bosses if we continue looking at them. So let's continue into the game. We've been in this pyramid for much longer than I thought we'd be. 24 hours. God, I could have done this all in a day. Very tiring day. No headphones yet. Right. I think it's this way. Always get it wrong. I tire of you, Zephyrus. Oh no, Bart has loads of magic. Oh, this is a great way to start an episode. Just running away for 5 minutes when I should just be fighting. But I don't want to fight Zephyrus anymore. I'm done with Zephyrus. I'm tempted to just load my game. It's just going to make me fight Zephyrus again though. Would it be quicker? Screw it, I am. I'm going to load my game. Won't be a second. No more Zephyrus. I put in a vote and we all decided no more Zephyrus. Fight takes too long. Just watch it be the very first fight that happens. Most importantly, we do have beverages now, but still. It's really annoying not having one of the characters in because she's not been leveled up all this time. She's not getting the precious... I've been doing all these fights and not getting the precious APB for her. The game crashed? Well, I guess I'm glad I saved it. That's what I get for turning the game off. A crash. How odd. Let's load it up again. Third time's a charm, that's what they say. They keep saying it in most of the context, it doesn't make any sense. Right now it does. It's not even the third game, it's the fifth one. I've removed the headphones in preparation for new headphones to arrive. Arrive! Arrive! It's not arriving. I'm not even entirely sure it's coming today. Right, we'll go up. It's not, it's Lamia Queen. And now the knife works. Chicken knife works when it wants to. But we'll just fight her because it's obviously faster at this point. Right. Well, I mean, this music. Do I have a voice? I do have a voice. So I think the sound might be a little loud, but no one's complained, so. You know what? You know what? I should be using missile on her. I should at least do both. When it's Bio Soldier, it's quite an easy fight as well. There we go. Level 7 again. Zephyrus again. He uses MP I don't want to use. You know what? Don't use one single Eroga. Bonus. Missile John, we just established that. There's quite a lot of damage there, but still. Do we have this now? Let's see if level 5 death works. No. Would have been nice. This goddamn fight. Oh, there's missile. You get really good stuff out of them. Fuck me, this fight. A missile of mist as well. It's in the name, but still. Like, because it burns for all my mana. That's the worst thing about this fight. I don't want to do it. There we go. And it makes me all grumpy. Nobody wants to watch me when I'm all grumpy. I'm not a fun grump. This isn't the right way to go, John. You didn't even need to go this way. Right. I know how to... We'll run away. Fastest way out of this room is through a fight. Right. We will attack ourselves. I'm going to leave this... Oh, damn it! I chicken knifed myself. You can chicken knife yourself? Yeah, but there's probably... Depends on... We'll try that again. Obviously, I don't need to kill myself. Like, killing myself would... Yeah, that kind of worked. No, that just wasted my mana. Okay. Back on this floor. Don't slip, John. So I'm just checking out the two states. Cool. Oh, Kaiser Knuckles goes to him. Go Lamia Queen. Curious about what's on the other side, but nope, chicken knifed again. They're gonna be fights. Well, one of them was a fight. Oh, it's the damned. Okay, at least we can haste immediately. We are just gonna use... We're gonna use Golem, actually. The Krill's got under 100 MP. Couple of efforts, John. Should be fine. We'll just use a Rogue. It's fine. Honestly, this fight's... As long as I don't fight that kneeling woman, I'm happy. Just basking and not having to do anything. Just repeating my turn. There we go. We were damned to lose. What did I get? Dark matter. I hope that's good. Ah, you cheeky bastard game. No, I will try and run away. But I'll do the fight as well. It means I should put haste on regardless. There's been a couple of dungeons like this, but it's kind of annoying to deal with, but could be worse. And I am training 3 of my characters, but not 4 of them, but I am training. And every time I use a Roger, I imagine it's called a Wooger, and that's kind of funny. So, yeah, it's kind of fun to imagine that. No, I should be attacking. A Wooger, like that. And it's Wooger, like that. That's how I imagine it. Okay, this stage we did in the fight. There we go. People might have more, because there's always more of it. There's always more Zephyrs to fight. Ooh, chicken knife worked. Monsters. It's those damnable damned. Maybe I should heal myself. Then I'll put the golem on. There he is. He's giving them that stare. And that's why we use golem, because he just protected us. A bunch of stuff there. Now we can fast forward safely. So I've seen some screenshots for 6 Remaster, and it looks like they might be doing something different with it. Instead of doing, like, it looks like it might be like doing that 2.5G. I'm not banking on that. Maybe they just did it for one of the screenshots. But it looks like they put a lot more stuff into 6 than the rest of them. Maybe that's the trick of it. And there we go. Got an elixir. Let's... I'm not going to heal up, actually, for reasons. But be careful, because obviously I'll slide down. I'll slide down the wrong place, I can't go in. Right. Well, this is an interesting room. We'll just do a normal attack. Haha! Chicken knife, sorry. Probably should have just done that fight. There's another little mini pyramid. Right, I sense it's probably a good idea. Oh, lost somebody. Let's see what happens. Heal. Because this is where a boss. I've just obtained the first tablet! Not out of sync because I got the wrong headphones on, but I'd be in sync if they'd arrived with my headphones pointing at my door. Sephiroth's coming. What's going on? Ah, the pyramid, it could be taller. Yeah, maybe should have considered healing before this bit. Look, something's written on the tablet. The Dragon King! Bahamut? Bahamut? Huh? Voila! It's in the shape of a dragon! The peninsula! It's sinking! It's quite a unique sentence. We are out of the pyramid. There he is. He was a peninsula all along. Can I save and heal before the fight game? Uh-oh, here he comes. It's not like we had a good minute to run. I will await thee at the summit of North Mountain. Bahamut's very polite. He's not just going to attack us. He's going to be like, come over here. I can fly and you can't, but whatever. You come over here. Over there! It's the airship! That looks like a sea ship to me. Cool. Didn't have to do a boss fight. Kind of weird. You'd think Bahamut, like... I guess that shows a lot of restraint. But we could just very easily just put a boss fight for the sake of having a boss fight, but no. I'm just gonna... Alright, well, first things first. I'm gonna go to more. Ah, I see spiders. I'm gonna stab you, spiders! That's how we started the stream off. It's the ultimate revenge. I'll run away, stab enough. We should probably... Okay, we're not on a pyramid anymore, so we should probably equip a knife that's not an annoying run away knife. Right. Let us rest. Right. Right, what's this? Ooh. Somebody wants me to do stocks? No, I don't think I shall. Let's press the ignore button there. Good night and pleasant dreams. Here we go. Let's save our game again as well. No, before we go out, sorry, we need to stock up. Stock up. Oh, tiger mask. And play wouldn't be as good. But we got ourselves a new mask, which is nice. Tiger mask. Because wrestling apparel is... like end game gear, as it should be. I bought all of these already. To the weapon shop, John. I don't have an elven bow, but I want one, so I'm gonna get it. How often do I use the bard? Not very often, but potentially I could. Shops near. Right, couple more cottages. I guess we're good for Ether then. Okay, Phoenix down, so we won't find more of. More of those. 5 more of those. We've got plenty of money. Cool. Now we save our game again and go to North Mountain, or to the ship even. Guessing is in this direction. It's those guys, yay! I like the heat effect. Hello, Guardian Tree. Ooh, hang on. Listen, it's a winddrake. I knew that pyramid would be a pain in the ass. It's Lena! Where were you 2 hours ago, Windrake? Lena, are you okay? Come on, wake up, say something. We've gotten, like, so much experience. This body belongs to me. Lena? What the? I summon you, fell beast, from your millennium-long prison between the dimension. Go forth, Melusine! Exdeath! All that was once sealed inside the rift is now mine to command. Ah! Nana, stop, please. Face destruction at your friend's hands. Exdeath. Please excuse me for a moment. I have a turtle infestation to take care of. I hate it when I get a turtle infestation. Trying to get to sleep and there's just turtles just right above your head and you're like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this with the turtle there. Void's no joke, let me tell you. Yeah, there's the turtle. And turtles no more. Into the void it goes. So the void was first explored in Final Fantasy III as a concept. The idea was, oh, there's heroes of light and there's hero of darkness, but in between them is the void. Soon, very soon, the power of the void will be mine completely, and the entire earth will kneel before me. He's a tree. He's a tree, man. No, stop. She just got bopped in there. Sacrificing himself. Who are you attacked? Also, I just heard a noise. I was just gonna go quickly check the door just in case. Right, no post. Also, I should drink my tea because it's going to get cold. This is a good temperature. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get post at 8 o'clock on a Saturday. But the website says before 8 o'clock on a Saturday, so... The demon is expelled from Lena's body, but Hiryu had to sacrifice himself. No! Ah, it's Melusine. She looks like a head on a hand, like a hand with a head like that, kind of like that, but the head's smaller, but not as small as you might think. Now, can we res her mid-fight? Because that'd be an interesting. Okay, this is certainly a design. Right, haste. We'll assume Fire Aga. We'll summon Golem. She certainly likes those snakes. Right, slow probably won't work, but I'll give it a go. Summon Titan. Spellblade. Well, we'll do an attack. We'll see how good his normal attack is. Oh, oh, bloody hell, fire's good. Okay, we'll try Comet. Summon. How's our health? Our health is great. Ifrit. What are you doing, John? Just attack. Yeah. Oh no. We are going to have to occasionally heal. And she's just died, isn't she? Barrier change. Ah! Okay. It is. It's apparently it's Melusine, but yes. Let's try and see what fire does. Fire now heals. Okay. Summon. Titan. Fire magic. Comet. Spell blade. We'll go for Blizzaga. It's gonna be something. Titan did nothing. Didn't. Item. Mix down. Item. Potion. Okay, so her gimmick is that she changes her elemental weakness. Time magic. Next dagger. Try Arago on her. And of course Golem again. Not wind. Comet. Just put a shell on yourself. You try and attack. You missed, but that doesn't mean it. Raise you. Potion. Not hit her in a while. Okay, Kiraga. Okay, Ice just healed her. Yeah, he's a hard boss. Kiraga. Stagger. Fuck it. A blue magic. Spell blade. We'll put it on Bio. Bio's always going to hit. Summon. Golem again. Comet. You know what? Maybe we should just focus on Comet, which is always going to hit. Can't defend against Comet. Okay, Bio was a bad idea. Probably Ice then. Shit, he's dead, isn't he? Nope. Kiraga. Comet. Yeah, just concentrate on Comet. 1,000 needles. Off guard. Defense decreased. There we go. Shell. Fucking hell. Raise. High potion. You. For somebody with no clothes on, she's got a lot of defense. Okay. Thousand needles. Comet. No, wait, stagger. 1,000 needles does indeed work. Okay. Shell. You. Comet, you. 1,000 needles, you. Shell, you. Using elements against you, that would be foolish. Shell, who doesn't have shell on? Everyone has shell on. Cure everyone. Barrier change, don't care, using Comet. Don't care, using 1,000 needles. We're doing grand. It's Libra. Back, probably supposed to be using Libra. 4,000 left. Vulnerable to lightning. It takes him 2 turns to change his element though, so... Also, we're fine. We're doing fine. There we go. Let's on Ramu. It's time to face the ramifications. The Judgment Bolt. Was it worth it? Sure, just for the fun, to be honest. There she goes. That's what you get for making a dragon die and coming out of the void and going in the friend in our team. Didn't appreciate that at all. Hence, me using all those magical powers against you. Varys has mastered equipped wads. That's a thing you can master apparently. Oh my word! I've mastered Time Mage. Also, we've saved our friend. She came from the void. I'd probably sent her back to the void. That's how that works, I think. But or am I thinking of something else? I don't think you can kill anything from the void. I think it just gets returned. Lena, Sarissa, Krill, the castle. We were the darkness. We know. Don't try to speak. Lena, join the party. She did it silently, though. Right. We have mastered Time Mage. So Varys can now look cool again. I don't know what to be, actually. Okay, what would complement Time Mage? Time Mage is kind of useful just for having those abilities, but she doesn't have any strong stuff, which is why I was thinking of Bard. Knight's up there, but it's just... Knight's not terribly interesting on its own. The Mystic Knight is super useful. Probably why I was training Mystic Knight. Well, let's go for Ranger. We use Time Magic, obviously. Ovo. But it does mean... we get our Tiger Mask on. Why is the air knife better than the bows I just bought? It's not. I'm going to assume that you can go in the back row. Now we finally have Lena, our monk. God, Lena would be right up there. Like, Lena was the same level as Varys. So that's 2 levels we got in that pyramid without Lena getting any. Really annoying. But we've got some... Oh. Anyway. 2 people have mastered. I'm happy with that. Let's save a game. Go full team. We've got an invitation from Bahamut. I can't remember where we left our... Oh, there's a hedgehog! Already got a Roger, thanks. Oh, he's dead. You know what? I may have underestimated these people. I just thought this would be like a standard fight, but it's clearly not. Right. Yeah, I massively underestimated this random fight. I don't think I like Bard, yeah. Okay, what is your second job going to be? I really do like it as Mystic Knight. It's just like really boring having 2 Mystic Knights. It's like not when you should have like something more special. Who had Dragoon? Oh, you had Dragoon. I'm thinking Dancer must get something. I mean, Dancer gets the dances, but... No, not Dancer. What? Maybe Black Mage. It's going to be, like, decent spells. We'll go full magic with her. It's kind of the opposite direction as I was aiming for at first. You can see I've tried a bunch of things. No, Black Mage is what we started with. That means you should have gold hairpin. Also, it's kind of classic, you know? I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go right now. I guess north. We go up. Bum. Game wasn't super clear. We'll see if I can go north. It's probably why the monsters are so dangerous, because I wasn't supposed to get here earlier. But now I know. So we're going to summon... We're going to go all out. Okay. Blizzaga! No, I can do Blizzaga. And it was good. Blizzaga's good. He's quite strong. Does the left jab. That's my left arm. There we go. Okay, yeah, Faris immediately leveled up to level 3, which is good. Gonna take a while to master, but hoping this is a mountain up here. It's a town. It's Karnak. Been a while since we've seen Karnak. Some castle disappeared. Okay. Where am I going? What I'm gonna do... I think there was a ship I left. Because it showed a boat, but I'm gonna just check the internet. Oh, no fantasy. 5. Where do I go after Melusine? Okay, What? Okay, somebody asked that question, but they didn't get an answer. Oh, fine, I'll just look at a walkthrough. Right. Just did the pyramid. It says airship and mirage. Where the hell's... Okay. Melusine, that's airship. What? East. What? I didn't see her. There's a ship somewhere. East and then north. Oh, well, let's have a look for a goddamn ship. Sorry, I'm waiting. Ah, there we go. Maybe it's... Okay, we're gonna run away. Well, it's not down here. Just strengthening our chicken knife. Still knobbly bit. I just wanted to check out the knobbly bit. Like our shadow. It's a shy monster from the void. Just embarrassed to come through. Back attack. Oops. Forgot when they did that. So we know we have a second healer again. Ah, you cheeky bastard. There we go. Oh, there it is. Cool. We can enter the interdimensional rift near where Castle Tycoon used to be. We have to hurry. It won't be much longer before Exdeath gains the full power of the Void. Bakido said we hadn't the power to fight him and win. We'll need the 12 legendary weapons first, and they're sealed in Kuza. There's no time to waste. They say none could control the infinite power of the Void. Pathetic fools. Power of the Void, heed my call. Reveal your true form. Obviously going to be the Barney the dinosaur. Go forth and destroy everything. Show how absolute your power really is. So I think this game, it's like a Final Fantasy trope in later ones, where the last world is going to be going through these places that are all voided. It specifically happens in Kingdom Hearts. So it's funny, Kingdom Hearts takes... It's really the library from here as well. There's a bit where you go in the library. Not just the concept of the library. I'm not saying Kingdom Hearts stole the concept. It's the fact that you go across the shelves into a book hole, into a different part of the library, and like that's the puzzle of the area. Kingdom Hearts does that. All the towns are being sucked into the void. But Kingdom Hearts also does the oh no, all the places you previously are have been put into the void, and we now get to do a fight in each of the old locations. Exdeath, stop! Oh, not that forest. That was my favourite. Actually, it was the Moogle forest, so I guess it actually was my favourite. But, no! The Kupo! Kupo! Ah! Bards, help! I guess that was somebody who knew Bards. Shit's going down. This is awful. Even a tiny place like Lick's, Bart's hometown. That's your hometown, Bart's, if you don't remember that. How could anyone do such a thing? He's an evil tree. That's how. Ah! Are we like joyriding out of anger? This isn't me, the game's doing this. Bart, stop! Get a hold of yourself! You've circumnavigated the world several times there! Out of anger. Like Superman trying to turn back time. Oh. I think we're going to North Mountain now. Let's save our game. Oh, we might have optional stuff we can do, so I should actually check out. Oh, no, we're going to collect the weapons. Right. No, I'm going to read this bit. So... I've got to go to a town called Lugar Border Town. It might have a different name in this. Just gonna make it slightly... Yeah, I don't know what that's called. Lugar Boarding Town. Oh, it's Rigole! Rigole! Let's go to Rigole then. Which is there. Quite close to it, to be honest. Get ourselves another ribbon. Don't say it's a border town. Okay. I want new spells. Maybe we've got them all. This song sounds like a Kingdom Hearts song as well. Okay. I didn't write down... I didn't look up, sorry, how to actually get the ribbon. Just that apparently you do. The girl from the weapons and armor store was looking for a ribbon. Wonder if she found it. Weapons and armor store, okay. He wants, yeah, but do you have a ribbon? You're the ones fighting Exdeath, right? Here's my prized possession. Here, I've just got a ribbon. Cool. Typically, a ribbon protects against all status effects. Most status ailments. Cool. Very much worth it. Where to next? Okay, sorry, I'm not understanding this walkthrough. There are 10 other points of interest on the map. One is former location of Tycoon Castle that transports you to the end zone. I assume that's the void. There is nothing stopping you from entering the end zone right now. Just fly over the hop, but I don't want to, do I? Ooh, we do want to go to the pirate cave. What? Okay, let's go, yeah. Let's go to the pirate cave. Yes. Well, he's a tree. Exdeath is an evil tree. He was an ent that saw all the evil in the world and was like, I'm gonna kill everyone. Ah, I'm so angry. Okay, the game you just read, John. So there's no reason to go in those places. Is it here? That's Chakol! Now I'm looking for a summon. Maybe it was Chakol. No, it's Pirate Hideout. Is that not Chakol? Sealed Castle's where we're actually supposed to go, but... No, Pirate Hideout's there. So Final Fantasy IX has a... the super secret boss is an egg. John, bear in mind you can't leave this place. I think you can. You can just open the door, it's fine. Is this the pirate cave? It's a steel bat. I'll check the map just in case. Map, John. The map? Yeah, that thing. What the button you were trying to press? Okay. It's like... Oh, it's like in the mountain. Fine. Because the two worlds have merged now, so where everything is slightly confusing. Devil crab! No, John, you need... These fights are going to be useful for getting the thing up. Yeah! I'm often a stroper. Getting a right strop. I'm not feeling super confident about this location. Or about my post arriving. We have a minute to get here. Oh, could have just started there. Whatever. Oh, it's hideout. Okay, cool. Sildra, you're alive! Farewell, well-spoken rambler. Thank you for joining me. Sildra's alive. Faris, what are you talking about? Faris, do you see something? Don't you? Sildra's right there. Sildra's your name? Oh, you're such a good girl. Krill, you can see her. Sildra's spirit says she wants to help you. Faris. Eh? Such a kind soul. We're going to get a new summon. It's going to be a happy dragon. Yip whoop. That's what dragons sound like. The sea dragon. Received the summon, monster Sildra. Whoa. Oh, it's an emotional scene. Okay. And if we look at our magic... Sildra, yeah! Thunderstorm. We've got a wind summon, awesome. Oh, Cuckoo's here. Yar! Ha ha! Fiddle-dee-dee! Once you get used to looking at them, chocobos are pretty cute. Wonder when Coco's chicks be due. Years ago, my grandpappy fished a small lass from the sea. Kept saying Farifa, so he named her Faris. Yes. Oh, hang on. No. Back in there. Oh, I can't get in there. Never mind. I still be seasick. I'll soon be tasting the rainbow. Don't think that's a phrase. Okay. Cool, that's all we need from this location. Yarr. Cool. What next? Should have went from the other entrance then. Yeah, even my black mage is just one-shotting things with a punch. You can tell it's an old place used most of the time. Well, two of them have exactly the same health. Don't need to go there. Almost. Right, out we go. Right, what next? Save our game, of course, because we've just got a summon. Let's go to the sealed shrine. Yes, last time I was there, all the fights were really, really difficult and I couldn't pick anything up. Pretty close. Oh, look, all the people are here. Princess Lena, thank goodness, you're unharmed. What is that book? Shall I read it for you? Yes. Following Ennui's defeat, Enwo, whatever, weapons of the legend were sealed within Castle Kuza. To break the seals, the 4 tablets must be assembled. One rests along the spirits of the past, blessed by soil. One rests within an island shrine, kissed by wind. One rests beneath the ocean's floor, engulfed by flames. One rests beyond the river's torrents, protected by water. These 4 tablets are the key that will break the seals, but standing guard beside them are our servants. If the tablets are removed or our servants awaken, the ultimate spells of white and black, the magical time and space meteor, the rule of the seas Leviathan, and Bahamut, king of the dragons, present this book before each gate, and the way to the seals will be opened. Cool. Heal here, lovely. There's little clues. Sort of tells me that I can't do this just yet then. Fuck, it's Exdeath's soul! I wasn't expecting just this soul to turn up. Christ. The tablet. If breaking the seals is what you seek, approach the one you'd have and speak. Once 3 seals have been replaced by dust, the stone will be replaced. 3 seals. Guess that means we can only pick 3 out of the 12 weapons. Oh, that's a cool conceit. Samurai sword. Well, who does the... Okay, FF5 legendary weapons. Who are they for? I want to know who they're for, though. Masamune seems nice. Or Excalibur. Or fine. There's Dispel. Oh, who can equip is a useful metric. Not the Earth Bell then. Bard, no. Magus Rod. Trainer, Hunter, Samurai. Ah, you need to be a samurai to have Masamune. Let's go for the assassin blade. Assassin's dagger, yes. I've got the assassin's dagger. Yeah. There's Lena. Oh my word, you can give it to you. Should I be doing that? You can't, but you should also have Lord of Heaven. You can. I think I'll give you the Assassin's Dagger for the time being. Because you... But it gives me 25% chance of instant death and speed +1. Which is nice. Oh, I can choose 3 right now. I thought I could only choose 1 now because I had one thing. Cool. Well, let's go back to the list. Who do I always have? I've got a white mage in my team for a while, a summoner and a white mage. Make us rod then. No, that's Sage stuff. White mage, time mage. No. Maker's Rod, yes! What does it do? Ice Bolt, fire based attack, Ice Bolt, fire, poison, air. Cool. So you can have that. No. I meant you? Hang on, what? Summoner. Oh, I had a summoner. Yeah, but the summoner's not on right now. It's fine. It's fine. Who else do I have on my team? A monk. Monks don't hold weapons, so... Geomancer in a while. You know what? I might take the Berserker. The Rune Axe. And Excalibur. Okay, let's just get Rune Axe and Excalibur. I like the design. Because what it might mean is it'd give me a good reason to be a knight again. I picked some weird weapons basically. Oh, I've got 3. So not one of them I've got equipped and the other 2 I didn't. Oh, prisoners of the space between dimensions, hear my servants. Hear me. Oh, the warriors of light, guided by the crystals, seek the ancient tablets. Find these cretins and kill them. They must not be allowed to obtain the legendary weapons that destroyed and woe. Let us do your bidding, sire. Very well. Go now, my monsters. Destroy them, while I obtain the full power of the void. Cool. So, I don't know what to do with Faris. Do I the way I thought about it is I'd be able to use the Mage's Rod as soon as I had a summoner. So I should make Faris to a knight. With time magic, obviously. And we have the Excalibur one. Cool. So I think we have some. We're in optional territory now. Oh, but not silly. Oh, that was bad. Oh, Excalibur's pretty good. Yeah, I can't bother to fight this shield dragon right now. Oh, hang on. Let's see Sildra. Ah, fuck it. I think Sildra was nice though. Haha, joke's on you. Just reflected onto myself. Oh, you can leave with your own characters. Missile's not working. Oh, this is kind of getting annoying, isn't it? Right, I'm going to let you go, I think. You don't need to see me running away from this one fight. So I've been the John Shot. I've been having myself a Final Fantasy V hang on, let's bring on this. So thank you for watching, of course. I've been the John Struck still. Oh, I've not stopped being him, sometimes known as John Proxy, of course. And I've been having a Final Fantasy V adventure. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.